A little bit of smarts. A traveler was lost and stopped by an old farmhouse at the fork in the road to ask directions. "Can I take this road to Springfield?" he asked. "Nope, they already got one," the old farmer replied. "Well, then, where does this road go?" To which the farmer replied, "Nowhere. Every morning I get up, and it's still there." The traveler asked him yet another question. "Which of these forks in the road do you take to get to the next town?" "I don't know. I keep my forks in the cupboard," was the farmer's reply. "Well, I must say you ain't too smart," declared the traveler. Without hesitation, the old farmer replied, "I ain't the one who's lost." Sometimes finding information can be as frustrating as that which the above traveler experienced. Knowledge can be that way. Knowing how to find information is where it's at these days. In fact, we now live in what is called the age of information. But information, for information's sake, is not necessarily where it's at. If it were simply a matter of spouting facts and figures and trivia, we might consider a round or two on the TV show Jeopardy! Or something similar. But sound decisions require the correct application of the aforementioned gathering of data. That's where wisdom comes in. You see, wisdom, by its very nature, is defined as the right application of knowledge and information. Solomon advises us to buy truth and do not sell it. Buy wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Proverbs 23:23. The crux of what he is telling us is that the acquisition of wisdom, instruction, and understanding is paramount. Go get it, in a sense. A pupil of one of the great philosophers was wading in a river with his mentor when the pupil said to him, "I want to be as wise as you are." While they were wading in the river, the teacher suddenly grabbed his student and plunged him beneath the water and held him there for what seemed an eternity to the student. The teacher raised him up for a few seconds and then plunged him once again beneath the water's surface. The student struggled wildly as the teacher repeated this several more times. Finally, the teacher released the young man and went to the shore. The bewildered boy gained his breath back and asked the teacher why he did such a thing, to which the sage replied, "When you want the wisdom I have as badly as you wanted your breath for a few moments ago, you will find it." None of us are born wise. All that we have is acquired and learned as we grow. There is a certain amount of smarts that we will absorb whether we are aware of it or not. By the time we learn to read, many of the patterns we will follow have already been formed. That's good news and bad news. Solomon's admonition is often attached to the guiding of our children when he said, "Train up a child in the way he should go. Even when he is old, he will not depart from it." Proverbs 22:6. Over and over in the book of Proverbs, Solomon admonishes children to learn. "My son, if you receive my words and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom and inclining your heart to understanding, yes, if you call out for insight and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God." Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. Children will not naturally gravitate to wisdom. It must be taught by those who love them most. And those are our thoughts for today.